Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? This is Nev's Tech Bits. Today I'm looking at this article from Vice Motherboards. The Congressional Black Caucus is asking Silicon Valley why it's so white. Silicon Valley, why you so white? The political organization sent a letter to the technology and telecommunications lobbying groups about diversity last month. Silicon Valley is being asked to reckon why the diversity issue by the Congressional Black Caucus, a political organization, sent a letter to technology and telecommunications lobbying groups this last month in an ongoing debate over the inequality of the industry. Yes, that's right. Not only is the Silicon Valley in trouble for not having enough women, now it's in trouble for not having enough black people. Silly, silly Silicon Valley. As you are aware, the communication industry serves as a connection point for all Americans, often driving our daily lives at home, school, and work while stimulating the economy by adding close to 1 trillion a year, and that's impressive. Okay, first off, I got to get to the women in technology thing. Everybody wants more women to get into technology, but the thing is, women aren't interested in technology. And not only that, but really, guys can creep women out. So, before we even get into that, let's talk about the kind of tech people that get into IT. There are a lot of super far out there geeks in the tech industry, more so than other industries. Awkward basement dweller types. Hey, we smell our own. I've been a basement dweller myself, and they have a hard time interacting. And we get a lot of really creepy people in IT who just are not good around girls, especially when you involve alcohol. Whenever you talk about work, oh well, we're going to leave work and hang out. What do? You drink alcohol. That's just the way it goes. It's a social lubricant. Everybody know it. You know it. I know it. Zorak know it. Brack know it. Everyone know it. And so women just don't really fit into that set so nicely. And programming is great for women, but I just don't see I don't see a space that most women would enjoy when it comes to a lot of tech. But bless them, bring them on in. If there's any woman that wants to do it, I'm sure they could code my butt off and probably do twice the job as I do. But again, I'm not seeing women wanting to do this, both because, let's face it, there's a lot of creepy people in IT. There's a lot of hard to deal with people in IT, and and women just don't seem to be as into it. But once again, bless them, bring them in, bring them in. Now about black people coming in, bless them, bring them in. Come on, bring them in. But do they want to? Do they? Is this something where Silicon Valley doesn't want black people to come in, or is it that black people don't have the opportunities to come in because of the way that white privilege works? Is it like that, or maybe it's that they simply don't want to come in the industry? They want to do cooler stuff, maybe that I would probably prefer to do myself, but they're way better at doing. I keep seeing women and black people pointing at places that are dominated by white people and saying, "You're not including me." But did you go to school for it? Did you want to get included? Did you go to school for it and then decide, you know what, there's too many white people in here. These white people are hampering my ability to do this. So I'm not going to do this. I see more of a situation where women are going to humanities and classes for feminism, and then coming out of it and then saying, you know what, we need more people in this, that, or the other thing. But you know what? I don't see women trying to get more jobs in. I don't see women trying to be plumbers. I don't see women trying to be, construction workers. I do see women going to be construction workers, and geez, Lord love them, good on you girls. But any of the dirty stuff, for the most part, I don't see them getting into those markets. And I find this to be a kind of thing where IT people are full of geeks. Not 100%. Let's face it though, there are a lot of geeks though. There are a lot of geeks though. A lot of poorly socialized geeks there. And what I see is women and black people shaking a finger at these geeks that have a problem being social and being all like, "Oh, you guys are bad. No, you guys are bad." And I kind of gotta laugh at it the same way I have to laugh at uh, what Black Lives Matter shutting down the Toronto Gay Pride Parade. It's so sad that the only way I can get through it is by laughing at it hysterically. Because it's one minority shutting down another minority. But then there's so many levels to that. Shit, life is getting so complicated. It's just amazing. It's amazing. So one of my favorite YouTubers started this thing, and he's saying he's not seeing black people at these at tech meetups, and he says that it's because they're not advertising to the black community. Yet this YouTuber himself has computer meetups, and only so far only one or two black guys have shown up, and one of them, and of course it had to be this way. Like, okay, really, there's only two black people that showed up, and one of them had to be late. It's why I'm not making this up. And oh man, it's so sad. It's so sad when we become stereotypes. And sometimes it's sad when we don't live up to our stereotypes. But you know what? I'm probably way out on a tangent here. But definitely, I definitely think that men and women aren't equal, but they should be treated equally. And I definitely think black people and white people should all be treated equally. Hey, we're all pink on the inside, ladies and gentlemen. But I'm thinking it might not be a good idea if we simply tried to say, you know what, we have this many spaces. We can only have this many spaces be white people, this many spaces be black people, and this many being male, this many being female. You know what? When I'm in the hospital, when my wife's giving birth, I'm glad that all the people working there are women. I just like it more that way. And while we definitely need male orderlies, it's nice to have female nurses, especially ones with big brains, big brains, brains. It's all about the brains. But for the most part, what I want to point out here is black people and women pointing at the tech industry and saying, "Where's the rest of them?" I mean, Silicon Valley is in California, right? California is full of social justice warriors. If Silicon Valley isn't the number one place for social justice warriors, I don't really know what would be. Silicon Valley would fight kicking and screaming to make sure that everyone is included. I don't really think that you have to. I don't really think that you have to go to Silicon Valley and say, look, we need more people of color. I really think Silicon Valley is the type of place where were if you were homosexual, a female, and black, you probably would have an easier time getting a job than if you were a white male. Like, take this for example, youtube.com. So International Women's Day was a while ago. But YouTube's still advertising it up here. YouTube's still advertising it up here. I If there's any industry that there shouldn't be an issue hiring, I definitely don't think it's IT, because IT seems to be cutting edge, especially with the SJW stuff. It's kind of just interesting. It's just interesting. Anyways, that's my tangent for today. Leave a comment if you think I'm way off base, if you think I'm right on base, if I missed something out. Because you know what, I'm probably just missing something here. But I really hope everything evens out. I hope that the workforce evens out with women, with minorities, and I hope white people have a place at the end of it. I hope we could all work evenly. Anyways, that's it for me. Have a good one, folks. Catch you later. Bloop.